Hello, everybody. Guess who's back? Yes, that's right. I'm back. I'm back again. And not just me. I'm not the only person who's back. Stephen's also back. Buddy's here. This is actually Buddy's last day. Buddy gets picked up tomorrow by my friend to go away on his adventure. Because I am down to my last week. Because this is going to be my last show in England for a while. So, yeah. Because I'm off to America. Finally, off to America. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring Stephen in. So, hello, Stephen.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
How are you today?
I'm good. Running a bit late because everything's chaotic at the moment. Because
it happens. It happens. You're in the middle of the move.
Yeah.
So did a lot of stuff that you have to take care of. 111 things to do in 30 seconds.
Oh God,
so.
yeah. More than that sometimes. Like it feels like I've got. I don't know. Just when when you think you've got something done, all of a sudden something else pops up and you're just like, oh, for God's sake! It's just
for sure.
Yeah.
Like I had a trip this week that I was planning for that I am now going to have to back out of because of COOF restrictions. But
damn, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine. Everybody out there, I am perfectly A-okay and healthy. But
that's all right.
Unfortunately, where I was planning to go, things are not as well. So I had to kind of cancel out on that and wait until a later time. But we're good.
Well, hopefully you don't have to wait too long.
Yeah.
That's that would be nice because I've had enough of the COOF now. I've had enough of it. It's just mental. Then we're saying that England's not doing too badly. We're starting to open up again now, which is pretty good. But we'll see how that pans out. Because God, possible.
We'll think positive and hope that all will be well.
Yes,
soon.
Indeed. Well, to anybody out there who might be sick at the moment as well, so well wishes to you all. Yes. Well wishes to you all. Like I say, don't like hearing when people are ill. It's not very nice. So it just makes me just want to just scream at, I don't know, Peppy, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, but
gotta keep an eye on that one. He's tricky.
I had to play Julie's cat. I get to meet him next week in person, that little kitten. So,
right on.
That should be fun. He's got a lot of character, that cat.
He does.
A lot of character. Right, I'm going to do some quick shameless self-promotion. If you can see across the bottom of the screen, if you're new to the show as well, welcome to Saturday Serial. This is just a show where me and Stephen just shoot the shit about entertainment news and what's been happening over the last week in the world of movies and other stuff. But obviously, if you are new to my channel altogether, you probably don't know that I'm going on a big America trip, if you hadn't guessed that from what I've just been saying, next weekend to see my lovely lady. And because everything's kind of not gone the way that I'd hoped, I have a donation fund thing going. If anybody wants to help me out with funds for whilst I'm out there, because I'm going to be out there for a while. And like I say, I've stuck the link to PayPal in this video's description. Please don't feel like you have to do anything, but if you feel that you would like to, head over to that link in the description and feel free to donate. That would be very useful. So that's my shameless self-promotion out of the way. I hate doing that. I always feel very awkward.
We understand. And to anybody who will be watching this later on, the link will still be there. So if you're watching the replay and you would like to donate, by all means, do so.
That's it. Obviously, if this is a really, really, really late replay, I'll probably have removed the link by then. Like, just if so I don't know. I don't want to be like leaving it up there so people will just keep sending me money for no reason. Like, that would be quite weird. Like I say, unless you want to send me and Stephen money, and we can split it between us for the show.
Yes, sure.
There we go.
Which I also would not mind. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tip. Right. If you want to tip us by all means.
Please.
Like say you want to tip Stephen, like I'll make sure it gets to Stephen as well. Like, don't worry about that, people. Okay. Right then. So I feel a bit lost because I haven't done this for a bit. Because I wasn't here last weekend because I wasn't having a very good weekend last weekend. Because I might as well tell everybody, like, because keep you on the loop as to what goes on in the world of Matt. So unfortunately, the week before, like last weekend, obviously the reason I didn't come in because I was having a bit of a bad time mentally. Because the week previous to that, a friend of mine unfortunately went missing for a little bit. They turned up and they turned up safe and they turned up sound and happy. Well, I say happy. They weren't happy, but they turned up safe and sound at least. So that kind of like hit home a bit, like, and then I've had all of the stress with the getting everything ready for the move and everything else, like, and it's it kind of got too much for me. So I apologize to everybody for last weekend on for there not being a show, but we're gonna try and make up for it this week.
Yes, we will. And and just remember also, if you or anyone that you know is having some not so good thoughts, let's say, and we've all kind of been there at one time or another, please reach out to someone. You know, please, that's
very much so. Yeah. Don't suffer in silence, people. There is no need to suffer in silence.
If you are in pain in some fashion, don't physically or mentally, please let someone know. There will be someone there to help. Trust me.
Yes, there always is. There are many routes you can take. I mean, if you're having a bit of a rough time, jump onto Facebook. Don't fuck Facebook. Jump onto YouTube. Like, find some of these live streams, and stuff like, and just talk to people. Like I say, our live stream is
that helped me through some pretty rough times.
Yeah, exactly. Like I must admit, I am in the same boat there. Like, YouTube has done me a lot of favors, like for my mental health and stuff like that. Like, because you get to talk to people from all over the world, and we all share our stories, and there are a lot of good people out there. Like, not everybody's a complete asshole. So yes, please do reach out if you need help, people. Don't suffer in silence. It's the worst thing you can do. Right then. So
on with the business of the day.
On with the business of the day, indeed. Sorry, my brain at the moment is just completely. I hope that woke everybody up as well. So, right then.
Yes, if you're wearing headphones for the show, kids, there might be some surprises.
Surprise, motherfucker!
There you
go. Rest in peace, Detective Dokes. All right.
Yes. Oh god. Oh, fuck it. Just one more before we carry on. Why not?
Why?
A question I ask a dozen times every day.
Yes, that's it. This is permanently stuck on my forehead. I think it's just this thing that's just going to say "why" all the time pretty soon. That's my next tattoo. There we go. Why put on my forehead? Like, that's it. Don't ask.
Hi, I am not Post Malone.
That's it. Yeah. And I meant why as in the word, not the alphabet, because we all know what happens when you mess about with the alphabet.
Now I know my ABCs. Next time Cookie Monster can do it with you. I'm leaving.
Thug life.
So don't fudge with the alphabet, kids, because Kermit will come and kick your ass. Right. We love Kermit. Sorry, Kermit. Please, I don't need any Jim Henson assassins on me. Okay. Right, I think that's enough of memes now, isn't it? Like, let's get. Should we have a look at some movie news?
Indeed.
Okay, right then. So, if you're new to the show, okay, give you a quick rundown. What we normally do on Saturday Serial is I normally go into Google. I normally hit the movie news. Well, type in movie news. Then we hit the news tab. Then we hit the filters. And then we hit the filter for the past week. And then I hit refresh. And boom. That is exactly what we shall be looking at now. So without further ado, here it is. There we go. This is the movie news according to Google this week. So Have you had anything off the top of your head actually this week? Anything? Because like I say, I have been out of the loop. I've got to admit, I have been completely out of the loop. Oh shit! Hold on. Before I do this, I just thought something. Right. Okay, because I know people tune into this show because they love Buddy, you know, and Buddy's going to be away for a while. So sorry for headphone users. I think Buddy can have this. Is one of Buddy's favorite snacks, the pedigree jumbo. Okay, so Buddy should get some love, shouldn't they? Because everybody loves Buddy.
Right on.
Don't we? We all love you, don't we, dude? You gonna give me a high five? Yeah. Okay. There you go, then, matey. Right. So that's a satisfied doggo now. That's the beast been tamed, so we can now carry on with the movie news. So, right. You know, that's gonna be the hardest thing for me tomorrow. That is like when I have to say, "What, Buddy?" I'm gonna be like a parent losing a child. All right, is that clear enough? Can we read that, everybody? I hope everybody can read that. That is yes, I think we can see that clear enough, can't we? Or do I need to zoom in a bit more?
I think we're good.
Okay. I'm gonna get a bit more. Oh no, yeah, we were really good. Right then, so let's roll down the week's top headlines then, shall we? According to Google. Anyway, so here we go. Al Jazeera news right at the top. So JS, hell yeah, morning fellas, morning chat. Good morning, JS.
Good morning,
Welcome
JS.
to the show, my friend, and thank you for joining us. And yes, we're back. We're back, baby.
Yes. Don't forget to hit the like and share out the stream, man. The more the merrier.
That's it. Share it around. Bring people in. This is my, because like I say, JS, if you miss the start of the show, bro, this is my last show in England. Like, so until I go out to America. So yeah. We're having a celebratory show today. We're going to have fun. But we're going to roll through some movie news first because we do have a little bit of structure here. Just a little bit. So, okay. Right then, that's enough coffee now. Right, okay, so there we go. Netflix film Perfect Strangers challenges Middle East taboos. Isn't that a bit risky at the moment? I'd think, but we won't talk about that. Like I say, I right now I wouldn't be doing anything to mess with the Middle East at the moment, like to be honest. But anyway, yes, so that's something to do with Netflix. But then again, Netflix aren't, you know, the most uncontroversial of the streaming platforms, are they really? So yes, okay. So that's so this is let's have a quick read of this little headline here. So the film is Netflix's first Arabic movie and quickly became the most something Middle East and North Africa regional. Right, okay then. So yeah, so that's a film that's going to probably cause some problems, by the looks of it, because it's challenging Middle Eastern taboos. Yeah, that's going to cause
good
some
luck
problems,
with that one. Yeah.
So let's roll on to the next one. So the
Moving on.
next, moving swiftly on. Yeah. So right, this one looks more up our alley. Okay, here we go. Sky News. All right, here we go. So Moonfall, a new Halle Berry film, explores moon conspiracy theories, but why are some people so determined not to believe? Well, because we did land on the moon. Stanley Kubrick probably didn't film it. I don't know. There are a lot of conspiracies around the moon. Like I heard one conspiracy where somebody thinks it's the moon is actually a space station. It's like a Death Star, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going with us too. I believe.
Yeah, that seems to be like from the trailer anyway. Because the trailer for it, I must admit, I mean, as soon as I saw Roland Emmerich come up at the start of the trailer, I was just like, oh, okay, I don't need to really like switch my brain on for this one. But the trailer was actually really exciting. Like, you know, whoever put that trailer together did a really good job. Especially using the Bad Moon Rising track, like the way they used it in the trailer. I thought it was brilliant. Like, and as soon as you see the trailer, you know it's just dumb fun. There's not a film that you can sit back and go, right, oh, this is going to be something scientifically accurate or intellectual or anything like that. No. It's Roland Emmerich blowing up the world again. You know, if you've got nothing to do, you want to eat some popcorn and switch your brain off. It looked like one of those films, you know. But I haven't seen it yet, so I can't give a full review. Have you watched it?
Apparently, the moon sneaks up on people, so that'd be fun to see.
That's it now, yeah.
The moon is now ganja.
Imagine though, the moon pops up and it's just wearing like a Michael Myers mask, like sort of thing. You know. Oh god. That's what it is. That's what's going to happen. That's what the Radio Silence team are going to do for Scream 6, because that's been greenlit now, and apparently they start shooting it this summer. That's it.
Yeah.
Scream 6, the moon. You know, so you never know. That could be quite fun. Hey, Radio Silence team, hire me as a writer. I'll write you some amazing scripts that will lose my credibility and everything. Not like I had any before, anyway, to begin with. So, yeah, okay. So this is an article about, I don't know, why people don't believe or do believe in conspiracies about the moon. That could be funny to read. So, okay. So let's roll on to the next one. Yeah. Screen Rant. There we go. So Nolan's new movie. Oh, it's just more about this Oppenheimer. So
Oppenheimer. Yeah, we've been following this on the show.
When new comes out. So Nolan's new movie tells Oppenheimer's story in an unexpected way, says Star. So Cillian Murphy's obviously the star of this. So it looks like Cillian Murphy's actually starting to be able to speak out more about this movie. That's quite interesting. So could have a look at that. Rotten Tomatoes. This is probably where we're going to go, because we normally head to the Rotten Tomatoes Weekly Catch-Up, which is written and put together by Greg Dean Schmidt of Rotten Tomatoes. Like, one day I might get to meet Greg and I'll shake his hand and say thank you for the content creating. So right, so this one I actually did. This is something I did hear about. I did hear about this. So Dakota Johnson joins Sony's Spider-Verse as Madame Web. So yeah, we're actually getting more Spider-Verse movies, obviously, because of the success of Spider-Man No Way Home. And yeah, this Dakota Johnson is going to be playing Madame Web. I'm wondering, because it's a spin-off film as well, I'm wondering if it's just going to be like my Madame Web like movie. She going to be the main character in it, like, or something, I guess. But I always thought Madame Web was an older character as well. Maybe I'm crossing my wires here, like. But yeah, okay, buddy, chill out, dude. Right, so let's roll on to the next one, because we're probably going to come back to that. Right, next one. Vogue. Oh, Vogue. Okay, I'm not going to start voguing. Not unless somebody wants to pay a tip. I'll Vogue. Right, okay, there you go. So, all right, the best news out of Sundance. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Sundance has happened recently. So horror movies to get excited about. Oh, okay. So, okay, Vogue might have something interesting to read there. Okay. Because Sundance Festival, like, I love Sundance. Like, Sundance Festival is great for bringing, like, you know, fresh directors and fresh stories and stuff like that to the forefront. Like, because, you know, it's got credence, you know, that festival. So yeah, that could be quite interesting to look at. I feel like I'm saying a lot today, like, because I feel so lost. So okay, so we got Sky News next. BAFTA nominations 2022, the full list of films and stars in the running. Oh, okay, we will have a look at that. I think, because I want to pick that apart a bit. You know what the BAFTAs are, right?
That's the British version of the Oscars.
Yes, that's it. That's correct. So, because any of the viewers from around the world, if you're not familiar with the awards ceremonies and things like that, which pretty much everybody is, I'm sure. But yes, BAFTA is basically the British equivalent of the Oscars. So that could be quite interesting to have a quick look at, because you know, there are, like, you know, a lot of people kind of see the BAFTAs as quite a prestigious sort of award, like probably not as prestigious as the Oscars, but still, it's not bad if you get one. Right then,
and
so
we have the Oscar nominations next Tuesday. So
that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious actually about that, because there's been some good films come out like over the past year. So there's been don't get me wrong, there's been a few duds, but there's been some really good ones and some like we talked about this the last show, I think, didn't we? I said about how like there's some contenders for Oscars that look quite interesting. And I've heard as well Ghostbusters might be up for an Oscar. Oh my god, that'd be awesome if Ghostbusters won an Oscar. Certain things for the visuals and stuff. I think that's what it's been nominated for. Like something to do with the effects and things like. Right then. Next one, Hollywood Reporter. I still haven't seen this. It came out yesterday. Originally, it was meant to come out on my birthday last year, but it was held back due to the coup. Jackass Forever. Yay, it's out. So Jackass is the Hollywood Reporter. So Jackass Forever, a masterpiece. Critic reviews are best in franchise history. Holy crap. So apparently, the new Jackass movie is good fun. I must admit, I saw the trailer for it. I laughed my ass off because I love Jackass. But damn, Johnny Knoxville and all them boys are looking like, you know, they shouldn't be doing that to themselves these days. You know, it's like, have you noticed how like Johnny Knoxville is now actually starting to look like his character in Bad Grandpa?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, art imitating life now. So yeah, so Jackass is a rousing success apparently, which is great to see. Like I say, again, this feels like a nostalgia hit for me. You know, kind of like Ghostbusters was and everything else. Like, you know, like, and I'm enjoying the nostalgia and fan service stuff. I must admit, as much as like, you know, everyone goes, fan service. It's like, no, man, it's like we haven't had enough fan service. Like, it's been a while since we've had, like, you know, things that fans actually want, and with Hollywood trying to subvert everybody's expectations all the bloody time. So, bring me more nostalgia and fan service, please. At least for like another year or so, and then we can get fresh. But I think that the movie-going audience needs to be shown some love again, instead of like, you know, Hollywood thinking they know what we want. That dog making loads of noise behind me. Okay, so Jackass, successful. Are you a fan of Jackass, Stephen?
Indirectly.
Yes.
I have to admit, I have not seen any of the Jackass movies. Oh. And if I remember correctly, I haven't really seen the show. That was kind of like a little bit before me.
You know, Jackass.
Well, I should say maybe a little bit after me, maybe. It was
Jackass, but I'm hearing just the right time.
Yeah,
literally.
I'm hearing great things about this one. So
yeah,
looking forward to seeing it.
It's one of those. Oh, morning, Sherry. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Sherry.
Yeah, like normally when you go, you know, when you see trailers and like the trailer is awesome, it's normally like gives away the best parts of the movie. You know what I mean? With regards to the Jackass trailer, I kind of hoped, I was like, oh, because they show quite a bit, you know, the stunts in there, but then it's like, hold on a minute, they managed to cram all of that into a 2-minute trailer. What haven't they shown? And apparently it is pretty insane, some of the stuff that they do in this one. Like, so I mean, like you say, indirectly a fan. I think a lot of people could say that as well. But it's one of those things. Jackass, it plays on like people's primal sort of instincts, which is to, like, you know, you either laugh or cry at things, like, you know, especially when people are hurting themselves, you know. That's what I think. That's what it is. If somebody does something silly and you know that they didn't do it by accident, like, you know, it makes it all the more, you know, you can get on and laugh with them, you know. I think that's what makes Jackass so funny, is because these dudes are just so willing to just fuck themselves up. Like, you know, it's you can't help but just laugh with them because they seem to be just really enjoying themselves, like, you know, which is always nice. Always nice. Even if they are doing really unnice things. And like I say, Jackass Forever is definitely going to be the last of the Jackass movies. I can tell. I actually found out something quite interesting. They've actually introduced the first ever official female cast member of Jackass in this movie. And I found out the story of how she was discovered, which I think is absolute genius. I can't remember her name. It was a girl, but she was basically doing her own stuff on Instagram, just doing silly things on Instagram, like, basically. And one day she got a random message come up in her DMs, and it just so happened to be Johnny Knoxville. So and he was just like, "Hey, you're funny. Want to be in Jackass?" sort of thing. So and yeah, went from there. So yeah, Instagram people apparently, yeah. If someone like Johnny Knoxville appears in your DMs, it might not be a scam, unless they're telling you to go to a website so you can win $5,000. Yeah. So
Yeah.
don't ever click on those messages, people, please. Right. So here we go. Let's move on to the next one then. Daily record. Oh, okay. So movie review. This is so we tackle zombies in Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. Right. Have you seen this one? I have. Yeah, this is one I've actually seen, and I didn't bother reviewing it or anything because it's not good.
No?
It's not good.
Oh.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Paul W.S. Anderson ones are like entertaining popcorn movies. They're not good Resident Evil things, like, because they don't stick to the real story that everybody knows in the games, like, you know, stuff like that, like, because it's quite well-known story, really, like the T-virus and everything, like, you know, because it's been around for so long now, Resident Evil, and hitting, like, it's in the pop culture zeitgeist. And what they did with Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City is they tried to mash the first game and the second game together, and try and turn that into a more cohesive story. The thing is, though, they overstuffed it with characters. Too many characters, and yes, against fans, a lot of fan service for fans of the game, but acting isn't great because it's a B movie. Like, it only had like a $25 million budget or something like that. Like, and $25 million to make a Resident Evil movie, you know, that's so some of the effects are a bit janky. There are lots of callbacks to the game, some that are very, very like niche. Like you only get it if you know the bloody games. And I just so happened to have played the first two Resident Evil games, like way back when. So way back when I actually used to play computer games. So and so I did get a lot of the things that were going on, but they changed some of the characters really drastically, and I think that's another reason where it fails as well. And it's not very well written. Like the dialogue isn't very well written and stuff like that. There are a lot of problems with it. So I wouldn't say that it's a rebirth for the franchise in that respect. So yeah, that feels like a really late review though, because Welcome to Raccoon City has been out for quite a while now. So anyway,
in fact, it's already on VOD. So
you can already. Yeah, so there you go.
but that's the thing though, is that the turnaround times are so fast now. We've never had such a short period of time between theatrical release to video that we've had of late. Yeah,
it feels like a couple of weeks.
And what is that going to do to the movie theaters? You know?
Well, hopefully not, it's not going to damage too much because you know.
No, I don't think we're going to lose movie theaters. I mean, they're going to have to adjust as they adjusted to home video, as they adjusted to cable, to VOD. We're not going to lose the movie theaters.
No, I hope not, because the movie theater experience is one of those experiences. You know, it's a special experience for me, as it is for most people, because it's like, you know, that's it's the only way I feel that you can really truly escape into a film. And this is just my personal opinion. Like, other people might have different opinions. My personal opinion on movie theaters, because I actually, like I say, I've probably mentioned this before. I think I had some hypnotherapy a while back to find my happy place, and it turns out my happy place is sat in the middle of a movie theater, empty movie theater. That's where I went to in my mind. I got taken to an empty movie theater, and that was my happy place apparently. Like, so the movie theater experience means quite a lot to me, and like, you know, I think because when you're in a movie theater, you're locked in. You know, you're in a dark room. You know, there's a giant screen in front of you. The sound is surrounding you. The only thing that takes me out of a movie theater experience is if you get a-hole like patrons in there who start messing around and stuff like that. Like, because you know, that's horrible. They're breaking the immersion. Like, you know, so that's why I think you're better immersed in a film when you are in a theater. That's my opinion on that one. Like, so yeah, save the theaters, people. And my lovely lady talking to my beautiful lady and going to America and stuff. There she is. Good morning, Julie. How you doing, my love?
Morning, Julie.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, share it around, baby. Like I say, because I'm going to see you in a week. Ah, crazy. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. That's coming around so I'm so excited. So excited, but I've got so much to do. But luckily, a friend of mine is going to come around on Monday and give me a hand. My mate Dave is going to come and give me a hand packing some stuff like so. That's awesome. And I don't have as much work to finish now because I did have. This is something I'll say. I did have that animation gig going on. I kept talking about that. The cord got cut on it, so that work is no longer there. So okay, yes, but I'll talk about that more in the future because they're still going to do something with it. So yeah, we'll have a look and see what they do. Right, cool. So yeah, thank you for joining us, baby. All right then. So let's roll on to the next article then, shall we? Quick, smart, because I keep waffling on. Oh my god, I did the rookie mistake. I didn't put my phone on silent, man. Oh dear, sorry people. That's terrible. Right. I was away last week. What did I say? Like I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. Here we go. Right then. So Deseret News. Oh, it's like Desert News. Deseret News says Reacher, new television series featuring hulking hero from the novels. So this is the Jack Reacher TV series that is starting.
It is. It is just dropped on Amazon this week. Yeah.
Oh, so it's available now. Yes.
It is available
who's
now.
playing Jack Reacher? Actually, is he well known?
Alan Richson, I think is his name. If anybody remembers the Sci-Fi Channel series Blood Drive, he was the star of that show.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. It was kind of like a Death Race 2000 for TV.
Nice. Yeah. You know something? I only found out the other day. They're still making Death Race films.
Yes, sir.
Like, what? I thought they kind of would have given up after the one like with Jason Statham and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, they spun off of that one.
I mean, what's the latest one called? Death Race. I don't know. Legend or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. So yeah, okay then. So we've got Jack Reacher TV series now available on Amazon. So okay. So that's something to look at there. Okay, so
yeah, that's one I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to watching that one. I think the first 3 episodes have been released already. It may be the whole
so they
thing.
did like what they did, like Peacemaker, drop the first 3 episodes and then it'll be weekly after that. I'm guessing.
I believe so. I'll have to look very quickly and see where they are with that. But yeah,
cool.
Moving on.
All right, and so
yes,
we're on to the last one on the front page of Google. Here we go. I'll just quickly read this off. This is Indian Express, and I'm about to butcher this. Okay, here we go. You ready? Abhishek. Oh God. Backhands. Okay. Bluffmaster. I am so sorry. I butchered that name. So the Con film that deserved more love. Okay, so that's Bollywood news. I don't think I have many people following me that are really interested in Bollywood news. So, right then, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to Rotten Tomatoes. We're going to look at old Greggles' article. So, here we go. Let's click into Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what's going to happen here. There we are. And this is where I get asked now by Rotten Tomatoes, do you want to join? Do you want to join us? Do you? Sign up to us. No, Rotten Tomatoes. I don't want to. Okay. It didn't do it. I'm surprised. Right then. So, here we are, people, again, with Greg Dean Schmidt's weekly catch-up from Rotten Tomatoes. So, we shall roll through this, have a look at what the latest things are, going on in the world of entertainment news, because, front page of Google is always very mixed. Always. And Weekly Catch-up is more solid of what we do. So, Greg, thank you again for compiling this together for us to read out. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why I did that voice. So let's have a look at what the weekly catch-up says. Okay, buddy, chill. All right. So weekly catch-up. Dakota Johnson joins Sony's Spider-Verse as Madame Web, and more movie news. Netflix announces gigantic 2022 slate. Scream 6 is on the way. And new roles for Humperdinck Bandersnatch, Benedict Cumberbatch, Saoirse Ronan, I think I butchered that name again, David Lynch, holy shit, Anthony Mackie, and Priyanka Chopra Jonas. I hope I heard that name correctly as well. There we go. So let's roll on. Okay, so this week's Ketchup brings you more headlines from the world of film development news, covering new titles such as The Colour Purple, Enola Holmes 2, and Scream 6. Rightio, so the top story this week, Dakota Johnson joins Sony's Spider-Verse as Madame Web. Okie dokie, so I thought this would probably be the top story this week because it's something to do with Spider-Man, and we all know how popular Spider-Man is. So, right then. Oh my goodness me, this is quite long. So let's have a read then. So following Disney's 2019 acquisition of the Fox film and TV properties, most of the rights to the Marvel comic characters are now all under one roof at Marvel Studios. But the biggest outlier is those Spider-Man related characters that remain with Sony. Sony Pictures continues to develop movies for these characters, which as of 2022 will include Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and the upcoming Morbius and Kraven the Hunter movies. And Morbius is due out on the 1st of April now, and Kraven is due out on the 13th of... 13th of January next year, not 2013, I'm pretty sure, because we haven't got a time-traveling Kraven the Hunter movie. So... Farther down the road, though, Sony is also actively developing feature films for Jackpot, Nightwatch, Venom 3, an Olivia Wilde-directed film that might be Spider-Woman, and the animated sequel, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, which is due out on the 7th of November this year. Okie dokie. So another title that's been mentioned in recent years is Madame Web. And this week, that project became much more high profile with the casting of 50 Shades of Grey star Dakota Johnson in the title role. In the comics, Madame Web was initially an elderly disabled woman with psychic powers. Yes, this is what I thought as well. So more recently, the Madame Web title was passed to a younger, more action-friendly superhero, okie dokie, and former Spider-Woman named Julia Carpenter. So it's possible that Dakota Johnson will be playing that role, or a Spider-Woman, or a combination, of the two. Okay. The film was written by Morbius co-writers Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless, and will be directed by frequent TV director S.J. Clarkson, whose credits include 2 episodes of Jessica Jones and a scrapped Game of Thrones prequel series pilot. Madame Web doesn't have a release date yet, but Sony has 2 untitled Spider-Man Universe titles slated for 2023 and on June 23rd, and also on October the 6th. So Madame Web might be one of those. Okay, so in related news, though, Dakota Johnson is also recently starred in the Sundance Film Festival comedy Cha Cha Real Smooth, which won the US Dramatic Audience Award and was picked up for the distribution by Apple last week in a $15 million deal. Holy shit. Hey, Age Boomer. How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, good sir. So, yeah, we just read about a Madame Web movie that's going to be coming out with Dakota Johnson. You know what? I'm going to watch it because it's a Spider-Man film. But I didn't realize that this is how out of tune I am with recent comics, really. I didn't realize that they'd passed the mantle to Spider-Woman for Madame Web. So that kind of makes more sense now, having Dakota Johnson in the titular role. So, any thoughts on that one, Stephen? Any thoughts?
Okay. Well, I heard this last night. I'm not personally familiar with the Madam Web character, so yeah, I'm
She's a very
going to be
that's the
looking
thing.
forward to see how she's going to figure in.
Yeah, she's a very like if my memory serves me correctly, she's a very like almost mystical character because the Spider-Verse very interesting. It's kind of like it's its own thing. It's like it's kind of like a nexus thing in the universe. Like the Spider-Man has to happen. Like there has to be a Spider-Man sort of thing, or a Spider-Woman, or something else. Like you know what I mean? In every universe, like so. And Madam Web kind of she's kind of like the connecting thing. I don't know because I don't know what they've done with it recently. So I could be saying could be completely wrong now. Like so anyway, as you know what you're saying. So is this Venomverse or MCU? This is a good question. You see, because technically now, from what I have heard, because of the success of obviously Spider-Man No Way Home and stuff like that, I know Marvel and Sony went back and because they've got this now historical deal for the Spider-Man rights. As far as I know, the MCU and Spider universes are all now of the same thing. So it's the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse now. So it's the MCM, right? Funnily enough, there's a Comic Con in England, big Comic Con in England called MCM Comic Con. So anyway, but yeah, MCM is now the term that you're going to have to start getting used to, people, because it is now the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse. So, because obviously, this now means technically that the Fantastic Four movies are now canon to Marvel, the old ones, where Chris Evans was the Human Torch, and then obviously Chris Evans is Captain America as well. So here we go. So that's definitely some multiverse craziness there, and Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness is going to be more the introduction to the MCM, because we've already got kind of like something to do with it with the Spider-Man movie, but yeah, Doctor Strange is going to be the film that is going to really sort of cement the MCM title, I think. So so it's no longer like the Spider-Verse on its own anymore. It's the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, so it's all in the same place, Boomer, all in the same place. So yeah, wait and see there. Yeah. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I mean, I am after No Way Home, I am very much on board for the Spider-Man stuff because if they keep with the formula now and what they're doing, I think it's just going to get better and better. Personally, I think it'll get from strength to strength. Bloody stop, dude! Stop! No, right. I'm trying to climb my leg down there. Right. Okay. So there we go. Wordverse still going strong. Right, okay, then. So let's roll on to the next article. So the other top headlines. Then did you have anything more to add to that, there, Stephen? Sorry, I do apologize.
Oh no, it's all good.
No?
So yeah, we got the multiverse of madness. Anything anything could happen. Anyone could show up.
Yeah.
How Madam Web is going to figure into things, we don't know yet. So we're going to keep an eye on this story and
Most
see
definitely.
is she just going to be a supporting character? Is she going to get her own film?
Yeah.
We'll be finding out as time progresses.
Or could it possibly be a passing of the torch film? Could we see the two Madam Webs in there and one passing the mantle to the other? Ooh. That could be interesting. See, this is the great thing about what's happening with the Marvel stuff at the moment. This is why I'm more like, it got to a point where I started getting more excited for DC, obviously with the Flashpoint and everything like that, and everything sounded great, and then all the little like leaked behind the scene things of like Keaton's Batman stuff and stuff like that. It was like, oh my god! And then all of a sudden, I don't know what the hell happened because Warner all of a sudden decided to, I don't know, fucking just turn on the fans for some reason. And Marvel have kind of gone like, oh shit, we were losing the fans, and they're clawing it back, and they're doing quite a good job with that, like at the moment as well. This is very interesting stuff. But yeah, I'm more excited for the stuff that's going to be coming from Marvel now, especially with the Doctor Strange making everything crazy. Like I say, I know that the Flashpoint is going to be a similar sort of style sort of thing to like Doctor Strange, where it's going to be messing with the multiverse as well. But I'm not that excited for it anymore, to be honest. From what I've heard is going on, I'm kind of switching off a bit from the DC thing. Like, I'm not actually looking forward to the Flashpoint movie anymore. So, all right, let's roll on. Okay, then. So, other top headlines. Number one, we've got Millie Bobby Brown's Enola Holmes 2 coming. Enola Holmes 2 among Netflix 86 movies in 2022. God damn it, 86 new films. I mean, I know that Ryan Reynolds has been shouting out about one of his ones that's in there, like the Adam Project, I think it's called. So I'm curious about what that's about. I'm still not too sure. It looks like it could be sci-fi related though. So yeah, but I haven't actually watched Enola Holmes either, the first one. To be honest, it didn't really strike me as one of those films I wouldn't want to watch because I like Sherlock Holmes. But don't get me wrong, Millie Bobby Brown, awesome actress. You know, she's great. She was great in Godzilla films, great in Stranger Things. So apparently she must have done a very good job as Enola Holmes because she's back for a sequel. So yeah, okay, let's have a quick read of that then. Here we go. When Disney held their big investor day in December of 2020, the slate of dozens of new features for Disney Plus promised a future when something new would be on the streamer every week. In a new preview for trailer for 2022, their competition at Netflix pulled a hold my beer moment and announcing a slate of 86 feature films to debut on Netflix in 2022. That's on average at least 7 feature films a month. Jesus. One of those films confirmed for 2022 is Enola Holmes 2, starring Millie Bobby Brown as the title character, and Henry Cavill as her more famous detective brother, Sherlock, in a sequel to the 2020 Netflix film, certified fresh at 91%. As Enola takes on her first case as a professional detective. Other titles slated for the Netflix in 2022 include Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Trailer for that looked good. Must admit, it looked like it's going to be dumb fun. I spotted there. Hey, Brandon. Sorry, dude. How you doing, brother? Sorry. I'm just in the middle of this. I'll get back to the hellos in a moment. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is due out on the 18th of this month now. Yes. So that's coming out very soon. Tyler Perry's Medea Homecoming. I can't believe he's still making those films. The Adam Project, which is the new one starring Ryan Reynolds, which is due out in March. We've got a Marilyn Monroe biopic called Blonde. Day Shift, a film starring Jamie Foxx. The Grey Man, starring Chris Pine and Ryan Reynolds again. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Ooh, that could be quite interesting. Knives Out 2. I'll watch that because I enjoyed Knives Out as much as I hate Ryan Johnson. The first Knives Out film was actually quite good. The Mother, a Jennifer Lopez film. The Pale Blue Eye, which stars Christian Bale. The School for Good and Evil, God Almighty, starring Charlize Theron. Biopic Shirley, which is starring Regina King. Slumberland, starring Jason Momoa. I saw a bit of that where he's like got horns and stuff. Interesting. Spaceman, starring Channing Tatum. Spiderhead, God, starring Chris Hemsworth. Wendell and Wild, starring Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. Yeah, that should be quite funny then. And You People, starring Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill. Phew.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot. Quite a lot. What's that, Boomer? Did you say? I just spotted that. 86 movies. I bet half will be zombie movies. Well, they had a few there. And a few of those films, I'd say I'm quite curious about. Like I say, the Adam Project, I'm very curious about. Day Shift, I'm curious to what that is with Jamie Foxx. Grey Man, again, another one I'm curious about because Chris Pine and Ryan Reynolds.
Looking forward to that one. Yeah,
I really want to see Guillermo del Toro's version of Pinocchio, because I love Guillermo's films, everything that he touches. I mean, even just visually, so stunning. All of his stuff is always visually so stunning. So very dark and gothic and stuff. So his take on Pinocchio, yeah, bring that on. I'll take a slice of that. I don't. The School for Good and Evil. I don't know what that's going to be about, but that's again interesting title. Say there are, like I said, there's some very interesting things on here. I mean, I don't really know why Tyler Perry's still making Deer films, but he is. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, though, I must admit, it does look like it's a complete rip of Halloween 2018. But hey, Leatherface ripping into goddamn like Instagram influencers like with a chainsaw, like sign me up. So right, okay, right, yeah. So Netflix might be worth the subscription costs, like this year. I mean, yeah, I mean, I have moral stances against Netflix, but that's a pretty good movie slate. Let's say, okay. So right then, let's roll on to the.
I'm looking forward to the Gray Man with
yes,
Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. I know it says Ryan Reynolds in the
is that actually Ryan Gosling?
It's actually Ryan Gosling who is starring in that. And
there's
that's
been a couple of mistakes this week, Greg. Get on it. Okay.
Yeah, and that book series, so that's a potential franchise right there if it works out. And I'm also looking forward to The Mother. That was a Blacklist script that's been around for a couple of years. An action film might be pretty good. So
it's an action film. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer Lopez as well. J-Lo coming back to kick some butt. So yeah, okay then. Okay, so there are, like I say, there's some good stuff there. Some like stuff to look forward to. So Netflix. If you stopped subscribing, maybe it's worth firing it up just for the year. There we go then. Okay, so let's roll on to the second one then, because it's a Scream. Okay, here we go then. So yeah, Scream 2. Oh no, Scream 2, not Scream 2. Sorry, number 2, Scream 6. There we go. To start filming this summer. So they are really jumping on it. That's a great thing about Scream films. You can just get straight into it, really, can't you? Really, because it doesn't take much special effects and things like that. Right, here we go. As we continue to suffer the effects of the COVID pandemic, a month into 2022, a few films not called Spider-Man No Way Home, which has earned over $1.74 billion worldwide. Sweet friggin' Jesus. Have had much impact on box office numbers. That said, one sequel does stand out as the reboot/sequel or a requel. Scream did open to over $30 million domestically for a $107 million worldwide take after just 3 weeks, which is really good. The resilience of the Scream franchise has inspired Paramount Pictures and Spyglass Media to make the extremely obvious move and greenlight Scream 6. Title pending, of course. So to start filming sometime in the summer of this year, being 2022. So Scream, which is obviously Scream, which was directed by the Radio Silence team of Matt Bettinelli, Alpin, and Tyler Gillette. So we'll return to direct Scream 6 from a screenplay by the screenwriters James Vanderbilt, who is known for writing Zodiac and Murder Mystery, and Guy Buzik, who's the co-writer of Ready or Not, who Radio Silence directed. So, okay, and like I say, I enjoyed Scream a lot. I thought the script was good. It's Scream, so everyone's going, it's still obvious and stuff like it's Scream. So anyway, so there is no premise for Scream 6 yet, but presumably it will involve at least one killer in a scary mask running around killing people. Exactly. So, I have my thoughts on what might happen for Scream 6, but I don't know. Have you seen Scream 5 yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, I won't talk about that then.
I do know a couple of spoilers.
Okay.
I do know at least one character who will not be returning for 6, and one character who will be. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I don't want to go too into it. because I don't want to spoil it too much for people. I mean, I know we're past the spoiler zone because it's like 2 weeks, isn't it? Normally you have to give for that. But
well, your review is out, and you've divided that up into spoilers and non-spoilers. So obviously, folks, check out Matt's video on Scream 5.
Yeah, like I say, I enjoyed it. Like I say, but yeah, like I say, like Stephen said, my review is split into chapters. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you can avoid the spoiler section and just check out my non-spoiler review. So right then, okay. So I'm excited. Of course, I'm excited. Scream fan. You know that this makes me happy to know that we're going to be getting more Scream. So was it? That's all we need. That's all we need is more Scream. Period. Yeah, I agree. So right then. Let's see. You got any more? So, you got any more opinions on Scream 6 happening?
Well, let's see if I'll survive to Scream 22.
I know, yeah. This is it.
You never know.
There have been some great memes about actually, like where people have like used the aging app on pictures from like the screenshots from Scream, like, and they're just like yeah, Scream 26 or whatever bloody hell putting on it, like, and it's just like a really old looking Nev Campbell. It's like, yeah, that'll be the way. Because she'll never die. They can't kill Sydney.
No.
That just can't happen. If they do that, then that'll be the death of the franchise, I think. And they'll have to do what they do with Halloween, like. So anyway, let's roll on. Next article, number 3. Okay, is Fantasia Barrino to make movie debut in The Color Purple. Oh, okay, so this is more casting news about The Color Purple. So, what will they title Scream 6? Scream Kills, Scream Ends, Scream. Like, it's gonna, it's gonna be something like Scream Legacy or something like that. Like, because there's already rumors that Hayden Panettiere, I can't say her fucking last name. The blonde girl from Heroes, the one who couldn't die. So yeah, so she played a character called Kirby in Scream 4. Okay, and then Kirby got like stabbed in the gut by one of the killers, Charlie, in Scream 4. Sorry, spoilers for Scream 4. But the rule of thumb is that if you do not die on screen, if we do not see you die, and in the Scream movie, like, if you're like left bleeding out on the floor or something like that, and you're still alive, and they cut away from you, you're not necessarily dead. And Scream 5 actually dropped a huge little tiny Easter egg for Kirby's character from Scream 4. When Jack's character is watching YouTube on a laptop, trying to catch up with like the Stab franchise, like, because to try and help them figure out the killers and whatnot. And so anyway, yeah, they're watching like a Dead Meat podcast, like Dead Meat, the Dead Meat channel, like, which is a great channel, like, they actually are in Scream 5, like, they actually featured the YouTubers, and James A. Janice and his now wife as well. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, in the sidebar of like suggested videos, there's like other news articles and stuff like that, and one of them talks about Kirby, the survivor of the last Woodsboro attacks. So Kirby is technically still alive, and I would like to see them bring her back because she was like the best character in Scream 4. And there's also there was also another one in there as well, another Easter egg in those suggested videos, and that was is Stu Macker still alive? So obviously Stu being the second killer from the first film, because Billy and Stu. And this is the thing, we didn't necessarily see Stu die. We saw a TV get dropped on his face, all right? Yes. But that's not necessarily going to kill you, that could fuck your face up, like, but not necessarily going to kill you. So there could be the return of Stu as well. So there are a few possibilities of where they could take the Scream franchise. So yeah, I'm curious, very curious. As a Scream fan, I'm very curious about what will happen there. So yeah, Boomer, I haven't got a clue, dude. I think, it'll be something creative, hopefully, and not too cheese on toast, So, they might go back to start just numbering them again. Who knows? So right then, okay, let's have a read about this one then, shall we? Because they're remaking The Color Purple. Why? I don't know. but they are. So, right, and we've got Fantasia Barrino, who's going to make her movie debut. So let's have a quick read about this then. Right, so Fantasia Barrino is a Grammy-winning R&B singer, okay, who first came to national attention as a contestant and the winner of the 3rd season of American Idol, okay, back in 2004. So until this week, Barrino had not made the jump into acting like many of her peers, but she's now signed to co-star in The Color Purple as Celeste. Okay. The role originally played by Whoopi Goldberg in Steven Spielberg's 1985 adaptation of the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Alice Walker. This new movie will be a direct adaptation of the Tony Award-winning Broadway musical that was also adapted from the novel. Going into this week, pop star H.E.R. Had already been cast as Squeak, and Corey Hawkins had been cast as Harpo. Danielle Brooks from HBO's HBO Max's Peacemaker, okay, has also been cast as Sophia, the role originally played in Spielberg's film by Oprah Winfrey, with Winfrey herself surprising Brooks with the casting on a Zoom call. So other cast members announced this week include Taraji P. Henson, I hope I'm not murdering your name, as the jazz singer Shug Avery, and Halle Bailey, who's going to be Ariel in the Disney live-action Little Mermaid, as Nettie. So The Color Purple will be directed by Blitz Bazawula. Okay, sorry, I'm butchering your name. So, AKA Blitz the Ambassador. Okay, from a screenplay by Marcus Gardley. The Chi, apparently, and has been scheduled by Warner Bros. For a release on December 20th, 2023. Okie dokie. So, yeah. Hello, Captain Trek. How are you doing there, good sir? Thank you for joining us. Simon. So, yeah, okay, Color Purple remake. Yeah. This one looks like it's going to be a musical, though. Is it? Because they seem to be hiring a lot of musical people.
It is a musical, this version, yeah.
Okay, so, all right, then.
I can't see Color Purple as a musical, but...
I know, yeah. It's like... It's a very deep story, Color Purple.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, just to say the least. So, okay. Well, congratulations to Fantasia.
I can't see Miss Seeley breaking into song at certain points, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, well, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Well, so congratulations, Fantasia. But moving swiftly on because, yeah, things could get yeah, weird. Because I don't know. Apparently it made it to Broadway, so you know. Oh, David Lynch. There we go. Yes, so David Lynch joins Steven Spielberg.
Some very interesting casting news.
Yeah, the Fabelmans in a secret role. Because this is something like not everybody always realizes about David Lynch. I mean, obviously, David Lynch is a very well-known director, and obviously, creator of Twin Peaks, and and he did the famous adaptation of Dune back in the 80s and stuff, as amongst many other things. So yeah, David Lynch is also occasionally an actor as well. He has he gave himself a repeating role in Twin Peaks as one of the FBI agents, and also he's popped up in like cameos in other places and things like that as well. So yeah, Spielberg's cast him now in The Fabelmans. So let's have a read. Here we go. So throughout his career, as a director and especially producer, Steven Spielberg has frequently collaborated with other filmmakers, such as George Lucas on Raiders of the Lost Ark, Robert Zemeckis on Back to the Future, Francois Truffaut. Okay, so on Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Martin Scorsese on Cape Fear, and the late Stanley Kubrick on AI, artificial intelligence. One director who has never worked with Spielberg, however, is David Lynch, famous for Mulholland Drive and Twin Peaks. That will finally change as Lynch has been cast in a closely guarded secret role in Steven Spielberg's The Fabelmans, which is due out on the 23rd of November this year, 2022. So previously an untitled drama, The Fabelmans is reportedly Spielberg's fictionalized retelling of his own childhood as a movie fan growing up in Arizona in the 1950s. The ensemble cast of The Fabelman features Michelle Williams as the mother, Paul Dano as the father, Seth Rogen as an uncle, and several child actors, including Julia Butters from Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and newcomer Gabrielle Labelle as Sammy, the movie version of Spielberg himself. Oh, so Gabriel Labelle, okay, as Sammy. Not Gabrielle, Gabriel. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry. So the reason for the secrecy surrounding David Lynch's character is unknown, such as whether Lynch might be playing someone famous from Hollywood, as recently happened with characters in Paul Thomas Anderson's Licorice Pizza, which some fans on Twitter are already speculating about. Interesting. So, random role for David Lynch there. Okay. So it's interesting that's the first time that Spielberg's ever worked with him, though. And
it is. This
sounds like it's going to have a very young cast.
I'm looking forward to see what he's doing in the film.
Yeah. This is. Sorry, carry on, Stephen. Sorry.
Oh, right. Sorry. Well, we have Aged Boomer in the chat, and he and I joined Troy Pacelli in a couple of weeks back, and we did a deep dive on Mulholland Drive. So,
yes, you did.
We are. So I brought this up to Troy previous to his show last night. We're definitely going to be keeping our eye on this one to see what. How David Lynch is going to play into the film. So,
yeah, definitely.
If he is going to be playing someone who's a Hollywood figure or different. I'm looking forward to it, but we don't know yet what he's going to do, so it's kind of hard to comment on. But Steven Spielberg together on a film.
I mean, well, the fact that Spielberg is keeping it such a closely guarded secret too, that also gets the mind running. That does, because it's going to be something interesting if Spielberg wants to keep it so tightly secretive. And from listening to the sound of this film, I know this is kind of like a fictionalized telling of Spielberg's childhood, but I'm getting strong Goonies feelings coming from this. I don't know, from the sounds of the casting, because we've got a lot of child actors. I don't know, because the last time something similar to this kind of felt along was Super 8, J.J. Abrams' film, which was basically a homage to Spielberg's Goonies and things like that. But with aliens. And so, I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it when it comes out, definitely. But yeah, I am very curious because, who could he play? Who could he be? I mean, I don't know. But hey, David Lynch is so cool. We love David Lynch. So, okay then. So let's roll on to the next one then. Let's see that. So that's something definitely to keep an eye out there. Keep an eye out for there. And obviously Troy Pacelli and Age Boomer and Stephen as well are going to be keeping an eye on this, close eye on this. So be sure to keep an eye on their opinions on that one then, people, because I'm pretty sure they'll be pulling more information on this as it arises. Okay, so number 5 in this, then we got Say,
that
oh God, why do they have to have
Goonies
complicated
had, and
names
maybe
now?
even at Belfast.
So, was that sorry? What did you say, Stephen? I didn't hear you. Sorry. Hello? Nope. I think I might have lost Stephen. Okay, so Sarosi, is that how you say his name? Sarois? I don't know. Ronan, okay, lines up next. 2 films. The Outrun and Foe. Okay. So, although she is currently only 27 years old, Irish actress I don't know how to pronounce that fucking name. Saoirse Ronan has already earned an astonishing 4 Academy Award nominations, sweet Jesus, for her film debut Atonement, Brooklyn, Lady Bird, and Little Women. Given how consistently she is recognized by the Academy, Ronan's new projects are hotly anticipated. And that's especially true given her relative slowdown in the last 2 years, with only Ammonite in 2020 and a cameo role in Wes Anderson's The French Dispatch last year. So we've known about Ronan's next film, the mystery comedy See How They Run, for a while now, but we now know her next 2 projects after that as well. So Ronan has officially begun filming in Victoria, Australia, on the sci-fi thriller Foe from director Garth Davis, who directed the film Lion. So about 2 young married farmers in the future who discover that one of them has been selected to go live in outer space. Okay. So after Foe, Ronan will presumably then move on to the drama The Outrun, as a woman fresh out of rehab, okay, who returns to her family's sheep farm in Scotland. So The Outrun will be directed by Nora Fingshed. Oh, fucking hell. Why? I'm terrible with these names. So anyway, so Unforgivable, which is what they directed. So anyway, from a memoir by Scottish writer Amy Liptrot. Okay. So super duper Oscar talent. Got more heavy looking stuff coming. I'm curious to see about Foe though. I'll be honest, because that sounds interesting. Sci-fi, so up my alley. Oh, let's bring Stephen back in. How you doing, Stephen?
Hey, not sure what happened there.
I'm not sure what happened there. It did disappear then. Sorry about that, mate. But yeah, did you hear what?
With
did you hear? So any opinions on
partially?
That
partially. Which one is this one? I blew this up here. Okay, Saoirse Ronan in her next film. This is a science fiction film, you said?
Well, no, she's been she's got 2 films coming up. One called Foe, that's the science fiction one about 2 farmers in the future, and one of them gets like drafted to go working out space. And then the last one is a drama called The Outrun, which is based on memoirs of a Scottish writer called Amy Liptrot. So about a woman fresh out of rehab. So yeah. So she's hot, like, you know, Oscar like material. This girl, I mean, she's 27 years old, and she's had how many did I say again? 4 Academy Award nominations at the age of 27. You know, that's some good going. That is right there. I mean, not like many people give two shits about the Oscars these days, but at the age of 27, being able to have that under your belt, Jesus Christ. So, so it seems whatever this actress touches seems to turn to gold, it looks like. So curious about this sci-fi one, the Foe. That's the one I'm looking forward to. I'm probably not going to bother with The Outrun because it doesn't really seem like my sort of thing. But yeah, curious. I mean, I do remember seeing this actress, but because I recognize the face, but I don't know. But yeah, any more thoughts?
No, like I said, she's definitely on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
I remember first seeing her in Atonement. So yeah, I'm looking forward to we'll keep an eye on these two titles and see if there's any casting news and
See where it
I
leads
like
us.
science fiction, so Foe might be up my alley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Foe does seem interesting, just from that little sort of outline of what it's about. So yeah, okay, right then. So yeah, congratulations to Rosie.
Saoirse, I think it's
I
how
don't
she
know.
pronounces it. I can never get it right. Apologies.
I'm just gonna call her Ronan. Ronan, congratulations.
Yeah.
There we go. Ronan. Right, okay then. So next. So number 6. Oh, okay. Dueling Jim Jones biopics. Okay, so we've got Joseph Gordon-Levitt joins the fray. So let's have a read of this then. Okay, so I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's cool. So here we go. So every once in a while, competing film projects with similar themes will race against each other to see which one will get made first. Yes, we have heard about this happening a lot recently. So, right, when there's only one movie in the works and that film is first announced, we often don't know that there's going to be a second or third or fourth project just around the corner. Such was the case a few months ago in November when Leonardo DiCaprio came on board a biopic about cult leader Jim Jones, who infamously led his followers in Guyana in South America to commit mass suicide in 1978. As it turns out, if DiCaprio's movie doesn't get made soon, it might be preempted by another similar movie, because DiCaprio's Inception co-star Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Chloe Grace Moretz are now attached to star in a drama called White Knight, a thriller about the Jonestown massacre. So Moretz will play cult member Deborah Layton, who was able to escape Jonestown before the massacre and wrote a memoir about her experience called Seductive Poison. White Knight will be directed by Anne Suwitsky, who directed A Very British Scandal, and is expected to start filming later this spring of 2022. Now, DiCaprio's Jim Jones biopic does not yet have a filming start date. Okay, so this could be interesting because, again, that's a very interesting story to be nothing to film. So, yeah. Curious. Let's say I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and we haven't seen Chloe Moretz do much for a while. Really. I'm shocked that DiCaprio hasn't managed to get his off the ground first, though. So, yeah, I'll watch this again. It's another one that I'll watch. Any thoughts?
Well, it's going to be tough to get away from Powers Booth's portrayal of Jones back in the 80s. I don't know if you're familiar with that movie. They did a made-for-TV movie very, very shortly after the true life events.
So it was kind of like fresh in the minds.
It was still very much fresh in everyone's minds. So yeah, well, as you know, in Hollywood, sometimes there are parallel projects, and it's a matter of kind of which one gets out to the theaters first.
Yeah.
I am surprised that there's no start date for DiCaprio's version. I'm a little concerned about that. You think with him involved that he, maybe they would get that pushed through, because I got to think he's probably producing it perhaps in some way. He does tend to he's in that part of life now
sort of
where
background work, I'd say. Yeah. And yeah, because like Joseph Gordon-Levitt actually has his own this is something pretty cool I'll throw out there. Actually has his own website where he does like for like creative writers and things like that and stuff like that, which I'm actually signed up to. I'm actually part of it. And he does these random little things, like, and he puts them out. If you follow him on Facebook as well and stuff, he puts out like these little challenges for writers and stuff. Like, he's like, write a horror story using like 6 words. Go, you know what I mean? And it's like, these things get taken and then by him and his team and stuff, and things can happen with them. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a very cool guy for you know, helping out new people in the film world and stuff like that. Like, so I feel he deserves to have his film come out first, because yeah, just because he deserves something cool. There we go. So that's my thought on that anyway. Right. So do we roll on to the next one? Let's roll on to the next one. Okay. So next article. Jeffrey Rush. So Jeffrey Rush to don the famous mustache and glasses of Groucho Marx. Okay. So Jeffrey Rush is going to play Groucho Marx. This could be interesting. So okay. Right. Okay. Let's have a quick read of this then. So, I mean, Jeffrey Rush famously, obviously, Pirates of the Caribbean, and he did take over the Dumbledore role as well, didn't he? So, right, let's have a read then quickly. So, in 1959, when he was 69, Groucho Marx wrote his autobiography titled Groucho and Me, after which he went on to live another event-filled 18 years before he died in 1977 at the age of 86. Die-hard Marx Brothers fans, therefore, also consider the 1996 book Raised Eyebrows, My Years Inside Groucho's House, an important read, as it documents Groucho's stories from the last few years of his life. The book has been bounced around in film development for a while now, including the time in 2015 when Rob Zombie was on board to produce and direct. The Raised Eyebrows movie is active again, with director Oren Moverman, responsible for The Messenger and Rampart, now attached instead. So, working from a screenplay he co-wrote with Steve Stoller, the author of the Raised Eyebrows memoir, and Marx's assistant from 1973 to 1977, Groucho's famous profile will be worn by multiple Academy Award nominee for Shakespeare in Love, Quills, and The King's Speech, Jeffrey Rush, who actually won an Oscar starring in another biopic, Shine. So Charlie Plummer will co-star as Stoller himself, with Sienna Miller as Groucho's much younger girlfriend turned caretaker. It's not yet known if Groucho's younger brother, Gummo and Zeppo, will also appear in Raised Eyebrows. Chico Marx died in 1961 and Harpo Marx died in 1964. So there we go. Groucho Marx biofilm coming. That sounds like it could be very interesting.
It could be interesting. It's been a while since there's been a film specifically about Groucho Marx.
Mm-hmm.
I remember HBO back in the day did this series of sort of delays, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And one of them.
Oh, Stephen. I think Stephen's having some technical difficulty with signal there.
I'm
back?
looking to this very good.
Yeah. Cool. All right then. So something else.
Did I cut out again?
Sorry?
I did.
I think it's the signal, mate. The signal you're coming through a bit
here.
Yeah, it's trying to catch up. I think it's probably something to do with the weather, mate. Right then. So, testing. I'll test you. Are you there, Stephen? Give us a hello. Nope. Okay. Well, while Stephen sorts out his signal, I think it's his signal. I don't know. I know that the weather's been quite bad. So yeah. Okay then. let's have a roll on to the next one then, shall we? Because as Stephen, I'm sure Stephen is looking forward to that. It did sound like he was, which is awesome. So yeah, raised eyebrows. Okay, that's something to look forward to. Right then, so number 8, we got something about our good old friend Humperdinck Bandersnatch. So Benedict Cumberbatch, he joins sci-fi drama Morning. Okay, so as Hollywood awaits the announcement of the Academy Award nominations in a few days, one of the leading contenders is considered to be Jane Campion's Western drama, The Power of the Dog, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Kirsten Dunst, and Jesse Plemons. Benedict Cumberbatch's next big movie will be Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is due out now on the 6th of May. So that's been changed. Welcome back, Stephen.
Hi, welcome back. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, 6th of May. So, okay, right. So, but this week, okay, he has also joined. Did you hear any of this? Do you want to start again? The article? You can catch up on this article, can't you? I'm sure. So he also joined a science fiction drama called Morning. So yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is in a new science sci-fi drama. So Laura Dern and Noah Jupe of Quiet Place will also star in Morning, which will be set in a future in which humanity no longer needs to sleep, so that life is lived in a perpetual mourning. And then ostensibly something probably goes wrong. So Morning will be directed by Justin Kurzel of Macbeth and Assassin's Creed. We're getting some good sci-fi goodness, it looks like. Yeah. Have you heard anything about this, Stephen, at all on the outside?
This is a new one on me. Interesting concept for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It almost feels like that's my life, because I suffer with insomnia. You know, it's very difficult for me to sleep. So yeah, I'm curious about this. Curious about this one. Justin Kurzel as well. That it says there he directed Macbeth. I'm guessing that's the new version of Macbeth that we just had.
No, he was the director of the Michael Fassbender version from
okay,
2015, I believe, might have been.
Okay, so it's a while back now. Then okay. I
mean,
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, yes.
Yeah, right. I know that one. I mean, we all know that one. Disappointing film. I should have just stuck to the story that they actually had in the game. So, but okay. I'll watch it. I don't have any idea of a release date on that yet. But obviously, you know, we've got Doctor Strange to look forward to first with good old Humperdinck. So yeah, okay, right then. So we'll be keeping our ear to the ground on this one as well, I guess, because yeah, we like our sci-fi here. So yeah, okay then. Okay, cool. Right. So let's roll on to the next one then. Next, number 9, we've got Anthony Mackie and Priya Chopra join assassin thriller Ending Things. Ooh, okay. And this is the final article as well, so here we go. So just 2 weeks ago, it was announced that Marvel Studios' future Captain America 4 star Anthony Mackie will first take a detour from acting to make his directorial debut with a civil rights biopic called Spark. Which is about the lady who refused to give up her seat on a bus during the civil rights movement before the famous Rosa Parks incident. So anyway, here we go. While that project is still being developed, Mackie has also signed on to star in the assassin thriller, Ending Things, along with Priyanka Chopra Jonas. Priyanka Chopra Jonas will play a hit woman who tells her partner she wants out of the assassin business. But the separation is complicated because they are romantically involved. It's got a bit of Mr. and Mrs. Smith feel about this. Ending Things is being compared to Arnold Schwarzenegger's True Lies, though it also sounds a bit like, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So, in related news, Anthony Mackie has also recently wrapped the medieval epic Okay, medieval epic, Desert Warrior. Okay, it's from director Rupert Wyatt, who directed Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Okay, this could be interesting. An assassin thriller.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
With
do like a good
romantic banter back and forth, perhaps as well. So,
yeah, it's probably gonna. It's gonna say it sounds like it will probably have some light comedy there as well. Like, but Priyanka though, what has she been in? I recognize her. Was she in like a film with Jason Statham or something, or was she in one of the Triple X movies? Maybe. Might have been one of the Triple X movies.
No. I know she was in a movie last year called The White Tiger.
Okay.
And she was, I believe, in the Baywatch film. And
Baywatch is brilliant. I got to see a preview screening of that when that came out. I had to do a review of it for like what they stick on like posters and stuff. Like it was great and this and so yeah. I did one of those screenings for Baywatch, and I really enjoyed Baywatch. I thought it was hilarious. I'm sorry, it was really really dumb, stupid, funny, but yeah. But yeah, okay. She might have been okay. I'm just gonna do a quick. I'm doing a quick Google search. What has she been in? Come on, IMDb.
And she was also in.
She's a singer. A singer. She's the winner of Miss World 2000 pageant as well. Okay, and one of India's highest paid and most popular entertainers. Okay, then. So yeah, right then. So it does not.
Yeah,
really tell any...
she's been around for a bit. Yeah.
Yep, Baywatch. She's in the Matrix Resurrections as well.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah.
She did Quantico as well. Okay.
Quantico. That was the name of the show I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's plays an FBI agent who gets accused of a terrorist bombing. Yeah, that was.
Okay. So yeah. So she's So she's done quite a fair bit then. Like so. Yeah. Okay. And then so now she's going to be alongside Anthony Mackie. So awesome. That could be quite fun and interesting then. So that's it. That's this week's movie news roundup from Rotten Tomatoes, compiled by Greg Dean Smits. Some interesting things there this week. Interesting things. David, that very curious.
That's definitely very, very the most interesting for me, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, what have you got planned, Mr. Spielberg? What have you got planned for our man David Lynch? Let's have a look. This is my loving thing, obviously, because I'm a big, huge Scream fan. So happy that this got greenlit this week because I can't wait to see what they do with that. Yeah, Millie Bob Brown with No Homes and stuff like that. Like, yeah, and the Madam Web film with Dakota Johnson. So, plenty to look forward to. There.
Indeed.
Right then. So. That's that. That is the movie news for this week. So, what's your you say you're most looking forward to the David Lynch announcement, I guess. Then, Stephen.
Yes, his appearance in The Fabelmans, and I'm curious to see how the Groucho Marx movie turns out. As I'm trying to say before StreamYards kind of interrupted me there, there was a film on HBO about 40 or maybe 35, 40 years ago, way back in the day, about Groucho Marx. That was starred Gabe Kaplan from Welcome Back, Kotter. So that's going to be interesting. And we have the dueling Jim Jones films. We'll see who reaches the finish line first in that one, Levitt or DiCaprio. Yeah, so.
Well, Levitt has his film date now set, so come on, Leo. Time to get off your ass, son.
We'll see how that. We'll see how that goes.
Interesting. So so okay. So that's not a bad week of movie news. Not a bad week. You didn't let us down this week. Thank you very much, there, Greggles. So yeah, I'm going to quickly because I realised I haven't plugged it again. I'm doing a shameless plug one last time for this. Like I have, if you can see it going across the bottom of the screen, got my donation thing set up because I'm buggering off to America next week. So that's why Saturday Serial next week. I think it's just going to be you flying solo, Stephen. If you're okay with that again.
Well, I'll give it a shot. No, I'll be good.
I mean, like
I'll be good. I'll be fine.
You did a good job last time, brother. You know what I mean? Like say, well, so we'll have all the streams set up and everything like that, ready.
Mhm.
And Stephen will be taking the reins, keeping you all entertained whilst I get to spend time with Julie. Yay! Because we've been apart for over a year, man. Like a year and 5 months it'll be when we actually do get to see each other. So that's wild, man. Yeah, and like I say, so I'm like I say, it's all gone a bit crazy due to life and stuff. So I have got like a little fund thing going to help me whilst I'm out there, basically, because I'm out there like for at least 3 months. So I could do with a little help if you want to like donate to the journey. You'll get special thanks and everything like that put into the vlog videos and everything like that, because I am going to be documenting this whole journey. So yes, there we go. Right, shameless plug-in out the way. Only do it if you can. If you can't, just wish us luck. Okay, so there we go. Stephen, what have you got lined up then?
All right. I am going to be on Rambling Canucks karaoke Saturday night at approximately 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to be appearing tomorrow with Jedi Bill 797 for another round of his Sunday Western Cinema. I don't know what movie we're going to be doing yet, so stay tuned to my Twitter feed to find out.
That's it.
Looks like I'm going to be flying solo here for next week's show. And a couple of other blatant plugs there. We have our pal Brandon, the anime guy. He's going to be starting a new the next episode of his show in about a half hour or so.
Yep.
So
about
go over there and
25 minutes.
Show him some love. And my friends over at Pop Culture Minefield, they are also going to be doing a show in about a half hour. So I'm going to have to step in and watch the other on the replay. And dueling streams. Look out for me. Dueling streams. And of course, I'm also on the Pulp Culture Minefield on Friday afternoons at 3. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. There we go. So plenty to follow with Stephen right there. Like say, and if you want to follow Stephen on Twitter, it is at deleted scenes. Well, at deleted underscore scenes 1 on Twitter. There we go. If you're going to find him on or you can find him under deleted scenes as well. If you just type that in, you'll find Stephen. Yeah, follow along there because there's plenty to do. Plenty of other great channels as well. We were doing lots of fun things. Like I say, we had Age Boomer in the chat today, who is a regular over on our friend Troy's channel, which is well worth checking out when they do their watch-alongs, and they just great guys who like to have a good moan about things, and that's why we like it because we're all old and we like to moan. So I'm also going to run through the people in the chat. Obviously, Brandon, yes, like as Stephen said, has his show starting in around 25 minutes. So please do go and check out the anime show. Thank you for joining us, Captain Trek. You've been awesome for joining us today in the chat. We've had who else have we had? We've had the lovely Sherry. Thank you very much for joining us. We had my beautiful girlfriend Julie, who I'm going to see next week. Yay! Popped in to say hi. Lovely baby. JS as well. Thank you for swinging by.
JS, who opened the show with us.
Yeah. So that's it for the chat members this week. Thank you very much, all you guys, for joining in on the chat, and for anybody who didn't join the chat and was just watching, thank you for watching. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching this replay, and we hope that we entertained you. So yeah, anything else you want to add before we do our sign off, Stephen? Hello, Stephen? Oh no, we didn't lose him, did we? No.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Stephen, have we got you back? Oh, no! We lost Stephen just at the very end. I can't hear you, Stephen. So, right. Okay, then. I'll do the sign off then. Like I say, Stephen, you know where to find him. You know where to follow him. Stephen will be taking over next week from me because, like I say, I'm going to be on my journey to America. So you'll be able to follow along there. So please subscribe to my channel for the video updates. And oh, Stephen's back again. Hello, Stephen. You're back again. He might not be. He might not be. He's
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. There he is. So yes, as I was just saying, to follow Stephen, you can follow him on all of those other channels as well that Stephen mentioned. I'm like I say, subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with the vlogs of my big America trip. One final time, if you would love to donate and help me out with this big expensive journey that I'm on, the link to my PayPal is in this video's description. So please, if you can, chuck something in. If you can, if you can't, wish us luck, of course. Like, you know. And if you want to throw a tip our way for Stephen, that's all. Like, just label it for Stephen, and I will make sure it gets to Stephen. There we go. So, right, that's it then. I think I don't have anything else to talk about. Buddy is going to be off tomorrow to be with a friend. So I want to say goodbye, Buddy. Yeah. There we go. So there's Buddy signing off. And yeah, I think that was a successful show. So. Yeah, that was good. It was good.
Alrighty.
Right then. Okay then. So right then, that's enough from me. And that's a goodbye from us. So yes, peace and love, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and be sure to go and check out all those other channels that we've talked about. And I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Peace and love.